I wish things went my way. I wish I'm just like that person. Sometimes God is hurting you to help you. I remember while I was serving, a boy was brought to the family house clinic. He had an injury. He came for his sister's wedding. He had an injury in the leg. And the injury had lasted years. Not years, months. They did not dress the wound well, so it was smelling. So whenever he enters any place, you feel the smell of the injury. So when I said, open the leg, by the time he opened the leg, it was bad. So I told him, you will be fine, but it will be painful. So we had to open the wound to drain the pus till it gets to the point where it is now blood without the mixture of pus, before we can now redress it. That is when healing starts. Your healing has not started because the wound is hard. It must heal on the inside. And sometimes to heal a man correct, you have to bleed him again. Then we can now start counting down to healing. The process of bleeding him again, he will cry. But that is when he's actually receiving help. When you leave him alone, he's enjoying himself, but he's not being helped. I'm saying you may cry, but it's mercy speaking. There are things you don't even know are there. That when God allows situations out of mercy to open them up, you will bleed to show you are not okay. Abraham and Elkanah, comparing them is an insult. When you put side by side a daughter of Abraham and the one who is in the world, and say, look at those in the world, they get all these things. Christians are fools. You don't have an idea of what you are saying. The distance is much. We are not the same. Our journey may look slow, but the stories are not permitted to end until we sing the songs of victory. Waiting is excruciating. There's nothing really palatable about waiting. I think the most common example I like to give is when a guy asks a girl out and the girl says, I'll get back to you. Every time the phone vibrates, he checks. Is she the one? And sometimes some of them will just begin to beep you, say, are you good? I say, give us answer. You are saying, are you good? If you want to know who a person really is, make the person wait. Let's assume I just called and I said, God will come. And you have done something and I didn't even know you have done something. And I'm looking at him. And I'm looking at him. What is going to happen? By himself, he's going to come into assumption that the apostle has found out. Then begin to speak up. Actually, the other day, I didn't even want to do it. This. So let me show you the scripture that shows this. Deuteronomy chapter number 8 from verse 2. Deuteronomy chapter number 8 from verse 2. Look at this now with a different lens. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord your God led you these 40 years in the wilderness. To do what? Humble you. To do what? To prove you. To know what is in your